Hey guys, finally went out for a walk and I want to show you the street where I used to live, and I just take you for a walk in the area where I grew up. And we're coming close to a place where was my first own apartment. Here is a kindergarten. Yeah, that's basically typical area how Germans live. And I used to live in this house in the 3rd floor. Yep, that was my first own apartment. And it was pretty nice here. There is actually nothing very special here. Just some private houses like this one, where only one family lives, or the one that I showed you before, where several families living, like 2 on every floor. And here is a graveyard. So yeah, I used to live between the kindergarten and the graveyard. And here are some private houses. So there is usually one family living here, or in Germany there are also houses called Doppelhaushälfte, so like a double house, half of a house. So one family is living just in a half of the house. And usually these places are having a garden in the background, so you cannot see it from here, but on the other side they're having gardens. Here's a playground. In Germany, you usually have randomly somewhere between the houses some playgrounds. So kids from the nearby houses can just gather together there and play together. There are not only playgrounds like inside apartment complexes or something like that. There is nothing like that in Germany. Finally reached the shopping street in my district. Never forget to push the button at some traffic lights, otherwise you will wait forever for the green light in Germany. Some houses here are pretty old and renovated, so I think they are usually from the early 1900s or maybe even late 1800s something. So yeah, if you look up, you can find some nice houses and decorations. Let's check out DM. DM is a drugstore where you can find everything like decorations. Germans like a lot wood decorations and tons of vitamins. Also quite cheap, not too expensive and good quality. And also some light medicine for cold, for example. Also a lot of healthy candies with eucalyptus and teas for your health, but also some normal teas with many different tastes, and also some small food like crackers, muesli, juice, etc. Also some hygiene articles for your bathroom, but also shampoo, deodorant, bath stuff, everything. And of course a lot of cosmetics, from good quality to some cheap things. So usually people go and buy here the cosmetics. Fun thing, you can also print your pictures in those shops. You can also buy many fruits and vegetables for more or less okay prices. Usually if you go to the bigger shop, the vegetable and fruit area are pretty big. This watermelon costed only €2. And yeah, you can see a lot of fresh stuff. Germans like pepper, the sweet pepper, not the spicy one. So you can find lots of those things. And breads and buns. So those buns are already baked, and you just have to put them in the oven like for 10 minutes, and then you have like fresh buns from the oven, which is pretty comfy, and usually Germans eat them for breakfast with many different ingredients. And of course there are many more different breads. But these are the breads from the supermarket. If you want to buy proper really good breads, you should just go to a bakery. As you can see, it looks much better. There is not much variation of seafood in Germany. Usually it's just shrimps or some types of fish, usually salmon, sometimes also other fishes. But you can definitely find a lot of meat in different variations, and steaks already marinated, as you can see, or not marinated. Also different meat like chicken, pig, whatever. Many things, and I think it's still not too much expensive, so it's manageable. And of course there are huge variety of sausages, wiener sausages, white sausages, and just a huge variation, even vegetarian sausages. Of course you will find many variations of liver sausages, different tastes, and many sliced sausages too. Here also salami and many others. You can just choose what suits your taste the most. Why is there so much sliced stuff? Think about the buns. Same goes for cheese. You can find a lot of sliced cheese, so you can just open the package and just put it on your bun. And you can find tons of different cheeses in Germany. German cheese, Italian cheese, French cheese, also different variations, hard cheese, soft cheese, also cheese to spread it on the bread, so like cream cheese, also different tastes, with herbs, without herbs, whatever. You can find, I think, everything. Is one important shop if you need any household stuff. It's also quite cheap. But let's go back and I will show you one more thing. In the far there are many fields, and that's where we are going. So here is a farm. Some farms, or maybe many of them, I don't know, but this farm definitely offers a shop also, and they also have some horses, because horse riding is a huge hobby in Germany. It's not difficult to find Germans who like horses and take care of horses, so many farms have them. And we are going to the farm shop now. They are not only selling fruits and vegetables, but also self-made stuff like liver sausage and jam, honey, many things. But if you go there, you should consider that it's most likely much more expensive than in supermarkets. I hope you enjoyed this short walk, trip, whatever. See you in the next video.